record. Okay, I guess we on, right? Is it song on your end?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. You know, it's your boy KennBennBlazin and VanN Demand. You know what I mean? It's an honor to interview you, man. And I know you've been putting it down for years, probably decades.
Yeah.
And I salute you, man. I salute you. But you know, you can introduce yourself better than I can, man. So
hey, it's what it is, everybody. I go by VanN Demand, 619-719 representer. And I've just been doing the damn thing, bro. I'm just been doing the damn thing.
Okay. I know you said 619-719. What area is that?
This is Colorado, 719's Colorado. I'm originally from San Diego, so that's 619.
Okay.
And moved out to Colorado in 2013, actually. So I've been out here for a minute. So yeah, it just worked out. It's just weird. When I first came out here, I was like 719. I'm from 619. So
yeah.
So I'm just like, it's meant to be.
I know you mentioned San Diego and Colorado. What's the main difference or some differences between Cali, San Diego, and Colorado?
Oh, damn. There's a lot. I mean, whatever you're trying to get into. If we're talking about weather, where I'm at, I get a little bit of everything. So obviously I get snow, the fall, summer, it'd be kind of hot, but yeah, definitely the snow, and then just the breathing. Like, it was hard for me to breathe when I first came out here because the air is so clean. You know what I'm saying? that California smog, boy, let me tell you. Like, you can actually see it and shit in the sky, but out here, like, I actually struggled breathing for the first little bit that I was out here because it really do be just that clean. It'd be clean out here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Music wise, nothing can touch the West Coast music wise, but there's some hot little cats out here, right? Yeah. There's some hot little cats out here that's doing their thing, but musically, it's a lot different in a sense of, I think a lot of the underground has really touched this area, like the Midwest a lot, you know, with like tech and strange music and all that kind of shit, which isn't that big out in the West. So a lot of cats, they try to mimic that sound, and that's kind of where everyone's head is at. They fuck with the underground a lot out here.
Okay. Yeah, I know about Tech Nine. J-Rock, I want to say J-Rock from Top Dog Entertainment was on for a second. Yeah. But back to you though, man. How long have you been creating songs or creating music in general?
Man, back in high schools when I started first doing music, not as serious as I was doing it now. I really started taking it serious probably like 2014, 2015. That's when I really put some money and some thought and some time behind it. As a matter of fact, right here, I don't know how good you can see it, but this is like the first album that I ever really recorded and like put some money behind it and started selling and everything like that. It has the track "The West Coast and the Dub," but you on it, boy. That's where this is at. So that's when I really took it seriously and just took off like a rocket, man. Just doing my thing really since 2014, 2015. That's when I released. So ever since then, I've been trying to drop some music, drop videos and all that, and really get behind the business aspect of it. A lot of these cats, they think with the music, it's just having a bunch of money and all this. They don't really understand the business concept of it. And that's why I got the game in a chokehold in a sense of out here. I got my own website, VanDemand.com. And I got merch now and all that kind of stuff. So I really took it to a business aspect as opposed to just recording songs and just throwing them on the internet and hoping it catches. So yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at right now.
That's real.
Yeah.
And I know your style, man. Can you describe your style? All I'm gonna say is it's the quick flow. It's the fast.
Yeah, I be chopping it up. Yeah, I definitely be chopping it up. but not too fast to where like my fans and people listening, they can't sing along to it. I've actually been told I need to slow it down a lot of the times, but I definitely have that quick flow, and my voice. It's hard to explain. It's like raspy, but like kind of higher pitch, but not like absurdly higher pitch. I really don't know. I really don't know how to like explain it, but that's just how I be rapping. That's just how I be talking. I don't know if I were to throw out some like big names per se, maybe like the fluidity of like Lil Wayne in the sense of just how he be sounding on the records, but like with like a ludicrous passion. You know how Ludacris can kind of be goofy at times. That's like the best thing I can think of, like, because Ludacris sometimes be rapping fast. When when he really used to do music, but like if I were to throw some big names, that's kind of, I'm in like a middle ground of that sense.
Okay, you kind of touched on it, because I was gonna say it also, like your voice tone, your vocal tone. I was gonna say, do you normally talk like that, or did you smoke a lot of weed to make yourself like that, or did
I used to, man. I used to not too much now, but it just, I don't know, it just kind of stuck. Like I don't know if like puberty hit and like it just stopped midway through or what, but yeah, like when you just have to hear me to really understand like what we're trying to convey. And I get asked all the time if I throw a bunch of auto tune or like reverb on my shit. Like, nah, like I literally just hit the mic right here, the one you see right here, and just go at it. And I might do a little layer, like a take, a couple of tracks here or there, like as for my verses and the hook, but just throwing a whole bunch of effects and shit on there, not at all. That's just me spitting.
Okay. Hey, yeah. I know. What was it? Maybe about a month or so ago, you had a live show. It was a birthday bash that you did, man. Can you kind of can you kind of describe like your live shows? Are you doing a lot of live shows right now, or are you kind of
absolutely
down COVID?
When COVID first hit, I slowed it down. I didn't do a show probably for maybe like 9 or 10 months when COVID first hit. And but we got like the city got like permits and stuff like that to conduct these shows, and then I've just been going at it hard. Yeah, I've just been going at it. And with the live shows, I got a partner up in Colorado Springs. His name is Mike Ung, and he goes by the Sarge, and he be putting on majority of the show, maybe like 90% of the shows that I'm a part of, he puts on. So we've been working together for years, bringing in other acts and rocking the house and shit like that. He just built his own stage, so now it's not a matter of trying to get into these venues. It's just setting the dates for these artists to come up, because he has his own shit now, and I applaud him for that. Shout out to Sarge. He's really doing it out here, and when it comes to like the showcasing and stuff, and he has his own radio program, his own internet radio program, and he be going live every day. They got 8 or 9 in the morning, and then I think 6 or 7 at night, putting on these local acts, putting on these underground artists, and really trying to let them make a name for themselves out here. So I really applaud him for that. He was like the second major person I started working with, because the first person didn't really pan out. This was years and years ago, but he's put me on a lot of shows, and I really thank him for that. So that's how I've been really rocking it with him, and just doing the damn thing.
Okay. As far as, still speaking on the live shows, how do you kind of set up your live shows? Like, how do you know what song to pick? How do you know, everything?
Oh, okay. So when it comes to the live shows, like getting my set list together, I just go off really what people are feeling. I did a song on my third studio album. Where is that? I got to show the projects right here. Just let them have it. This is my third studio project that came out in 2020. And I did a song on there called Lingo, AKA Add It Up. And that shit just popped off. I shot a video to it. And yeah, especially how the beat is. It's a slower type beat, but I come in swinging with the fast verse, and it just catches people. So I like to open up with that because a lot of people be eating up these fast flows, especially out here. So I catch them with that, and then I go into songs that either keep up the pace, keep up the tempo, or are going or they have lyrics dedicated to a lot of the events that are happening, so people can gravitate towards it. I did a song called Beverly, which isn't specifically about a girl named Beverly or anything like that. I just named it Beverly just because it's awkward and people can listen to it. And on there, I speak about like Kobe's passing and my daughter and real life problems, but I do it in a way that it pays homage to the ones before me. And plus I put a little spin on that. So I like to definitely put that in my sets when I'm performing live. But it's just really either if I have some singles popping at the moment, that's always going on the set. Or if I'm about to drop a new project, I put songs from the new project on that set. So like the show you're talking about, the birthday bash, I'm working on a new album called Switch Up, which isn't out yet. It drops June 6th. And a few of the songs off that album I performed at that show, just to let people know, like I got some new shit coming, but I got some classic bangers, boy. Let me tell you, I got some classic bangers. Yeah. So,
yeah. That added up.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I know you got a video for Add It Up, back it up. I already know.
Yeah.
Beverly, you got a video for Beverly too. Everybody check that out. Both of those is something to check out. I
got a lot of projects. Well, in my mind, it's a lot. I'm trying to drop something every year just to keep my name buzzing. A lot of the mixtapes and stuff. I got VanN Demand versions Volume 1, and I got VanN Demand versions Volume 2. All my projects and shit, they're on the internet. You can buy them. But with the mixtapes, those are the throwaway records. Those are the ones either that didn't make the albums or I didn't want to put out as a single. But I use the mixtapes as a platform to let all my homies really spit. The ones that can't get to the microphone as easily as I can, and it's just sitting right here in my house. I let them come down and spit their verses. Either it's to songs that are already known, like the beats, or I create beats and I just let them spit on there. So I'd be doing a lot of hooks, a couple of verses, but if you'll check the catalog for the features, especially on my mixtapes, I have a lot of features on there because I use that as a platform for people whose voice can't easily be heard. Just due to the fact that they can't find a spot to record, or they don't got the funds to pay a producer, $100 an hour or whatever they charging nowadays. I'll just say, come on down, I'll get you on a mixtape, and just rock it from there. So that's definitely what we're trying to do.
Hey, that's love. You putting people on that that don't have the means to put themselves on. That's love right there. That's love.
Yeah, and with that story too. Actually, this past weekend, I'm working on the new project Switch Up, and I got a song called Discomfort. And it's like a faster flow. And I wanted my homie Snow Dog on there because he can have like a little chopper flow, right? So I said, come on down, let me get this verse out of you for this track. And he brings this other homie with him named 3D. I never met this cat, mind you. I didn't know he existed, but he brought his homie with him. And I was like, okay, it's cool, whatever. And the homie 3D, he was vibing, cool, calm and collected. And then the homie Snow laid his verse, and he's like, "Hey, my boy rap too." You know what I'm saying? My boy rap, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, he rapped." And then I was like, "Okay, let me hear something," because I'm always down to hear new talent and stuff. And I played the instrumental, and then he spit his verse, and I said, "Oh, I got to get you on." And now he's on the track, just like that, just like that. I put him on the track. So
organic,
I'm definitely, yeah, exactly. I'm definitely trying to. I'm not opposed to working with other people and giving other people a chance to shine that can't shine. Giving people a voice that don't have a voice just as easily as letting them get them on my record. And mind you, a whole bunch of people is going to buy this. A whole bunch of people is going to listen to it. And it's just a spider web effect, man. It's just gonna blow up.
Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up. And I, sorry to jump back to the live, you know what I mean? Because I'm interested in live shows, man. A lot of MCs, a lot of times they gonna ask you this question when you perform live. Are you rapping behind your original vocal tracks, or is it really live? And you probably might have just the vocal track for the hook. Are you actually live?
It depends on the song I'm doing. I'm not gonna stunt and be like, oh, I don't ever have any like background vocals, because a lot of my stuff is fast. A lot of my stuff, I'll be like, I'll punch in. It's called punching in. Like when you say a bar and then you stop recording and then you punch in, kind of interrupting yourself on a verse, so to speak, or on the hook. And I might have background vocals that can catch my punch ins. So then I can kind of do a bar, take a break, do a bar, take a break, so on and so forth. So it doesn't just sound like a mumbled mess, and it doesn't sound like I'm running out of breath when I'm out actually on stage. So it really depends on the song. But for the most part, I just go in, especially for the verses, I'll just go in and rap it live, and then I might have the hook as a backup, just in case it comes in before my verse is over, and so there's not any dead air or anything like that. So it really just depends on the song. So a little bit of both, a little bit of both.
Okay, yeah, because that's what I was gonna say, man. That fast flow with the breath control, whoo.
Yeah,
woo, like
I really mastered that in the sense of practicing and being able to especially for the live shows, to showcase that I can rap fast and do it while I'm moving around on stage. It's easy to just sit here and I can rap fast all day. I can do verses from Lingo and it'd be fine. But to be caught in that element where I need to engage with the left side of the crowd, I need to engage with the right side of the crowd, I need to engage with the middle of the crowd, jumping around, throw your hands in the air, all that kind of stuff, while I'm rapping 10 syllables a second or whatever I'm doing. Like you could definitely tell that I practice and I know what the hell I'm doing when it comes to that. So
yeah, so like I said too in the beginning, I know you've been doing this over a decade, man. It's my final question. What keeps you motivated? What keeps you going? Because a lot of artists, they rap and they rap for a couple years, they put the mic down, they done. What keeps you going?
A few things, honestly. First and foremost, my family, my wife and daughter. I want them to have nice stuff, in a sense of outside of material things. I want to be able to be in a position to be like, let's just go on a trip. It's Thursday in the afternoon. We're just gonna catch a plane somewhere. To be able to spend more time with them, because I spend a lot of time regularly in my regular job. Yeah, that's bringing in the bread and everything like that. But I want to be in a position to where I don't want to have to work for somebody else. Start having my own label where I'm the boss and I control the workflow and what's going on, as opposed to just being somebody else's yes man. And that's the other part of it too, is just knowing how hard of a worker I am. And that's not really just to toot my own horn, but I know how hard of a worker I am, and my regular everyday gig knows how hard of a worker I am. But in my mindset, I'm like, why should I put all these hours and all this time for somebody else or for some other company that may or may not really give a shit about me? What, the higher you go, they don't know who I am. They just know that shit's getting taken care of, when I can put that energy and that motivation into my own craft. That's where my head is at. If I'm going to spend 80 hours a week doing something for somebody else, I'd rather spend that 80 hours a week doing something for me and my family. You know what I'm saying? And that's where my head is at. That's what keeps me driven. And I get told all the time, oh, don't give up, don't stop. You got it. You got it. You got it. You right there. Give it another year or two. Oh man, I'm gonna be seeing you on BET and MTV and all that kind of shit. Like, and that motivates me too. The people speaking to me, especially when I come off these live shows, I always get pulled to the side and they say, man, you got it. You got it. You got it. Don't stop. Don't give up. And these are complete strangers that have never heard of me. And that comes to the point with my merch. I have a shirt that says, "Who the fuck is VanN Demand?" That's what the shirt says, and it's a play on the reasoning of me getting on these live stages. I set up my merch, and it happens all the time at these shows. People come and they'll check out my table, they'll check out my albums, they'll see my shirts, and they've never heard of me. They've never heard my music. They don't know who I am as a person. Who are you? Who, like, why should I even give you any thought or consideration? And this is what I'm sure the people that first see me are thinking. They're like, oh, he's another rapper. What makes him different? This, that, and the third. And then I hop on stage, do my thing, and they see, oh man, he's not fucking around. He got it. And then they'll come back to the merch table and sell me out. So it definitely draws them to want to know who I am, especially if I'm walking around with this shirt on. Other people walking around with that shirt on, it pops the question, literally, who is VanN Demand? Who is this cat? And I say, well, if you haven't heard me, I'm performing in 20 minutes, 30 minutes or whatever. Watch my set, and I promise you, you will not be disappointed. And they always come back. Let me get a shirt. Let me get an album. How much the albums? This, that, and the third. And yeah, man, it's just a blessing to know that I'm being heard and that people are telling me not to give up. Nobody's telling me that I'm trash. Nobody's telling me I should kill myself, give it up. I haven't heard that, and I know it's genuine because it's not just from a bunch of people that I went to school with. You know what I'm saying? These are people who I've never met in my life, and I perform for them for the first time they've ever seen me, and they come back and they get some merch, or they come back and say, when's your next project, or when's your next show, or anything like that. And that really drives me. That's what solidifies me. That's what solidifies me to let me know that I got something, that I really do got something.
That's real. That's real. And you got any final thoughts before we get out of here, man?
Oh man, outside of appreciating you for doing this interview, make sure you guys go check out VanDemand.com. That's VanNDEMAND.com. Google me, search me, all that kind of stuff. My music's out everywhere on all the platforms. I mean, all the platforms. I got all my music out there. Subscribe to my YouTube, follow me on Facebook, IG, all that kind of stuff, man. And look out for me, because I'm telling you, boy. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, boy.
Hey, keep going, man. You already know. If you need anything, you know, I'm always here, you know, because
I need a verse. Let me get a verse.
Oh, we got to turn this thing off. Hold on. Let me turn this thing off.